Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play SaGa 2 Hihou Densetsu, Goddess of Destiny. Denpachi wasn't able to find anything here in Echigoya's shop to incriminate him. Let's see if we can do any better. Looks like Echigoya is not even here, which means we can just walk right into the back. Before we do that, let's see if the mushroom is still over here. No, he's not. Looks like everyone is out. I wonder where they all went. Okay. Well, if no one is here guarding the shop, we might as well just walk on into the back. See what's going on here. Ooh, a secret stairway. Heading underground now into Echigoya's hidden basement. What could be down here? Looks like an exclamation mark on the map over there. So I'll check out this room first before heading over to that scene over there. Whoa, the bodyguard's room. Okay. They appear as monsters on the map, but they're not coming for me. Well, I'm fully healed because I just rested at the inn, so if they want to fight me, yeah, let's do it. Halt, villains. Why are we the villains? You're the one supporting a criminal. Wait a second, these are gazers. These are monsters. Were these monsters dressed as people? Well, anyway, the Aegis shield will protect me from the gazer's blinding attack, but they do have a really powerful beam attack as well that I'll have to look out for. Let's go ahead and use the flying knee kick here, along with the flamethrower, the Arondite, and let's see, we have a Juta here with Otama. Let's look at those coins since we haven't seen those before. That's interesting. And she has the sidelong glance, of course, also, but let's go ahead and use the Juta. I don't believe that she's capable of using combo attacks since she isn't a member of the Kindred Spirits group. So her single targeting attack there, not going to be terribly effective. Yeah, the Destruction Beam, that's what their attack is called. The Paralysis Glare I'm not concerned about at all because all of my characters are currently immune to blind. But that Destruction Beam, that deals so much damage. Alright, just the glare again that time. Seems that those are the only two things they do too, so it's just funny how binary these enemies are. They can either do something extremely powerful or completely worthless on their turn. And I just have to hope they don't all decide someday to do the useful thing, because that could wipe me out pretty quickly if they all did. But that's not what's happening here. Finishing things off with a flamethrower, or actually not. One of them did manage to survive, but it decided to use Paralysis Glare, so everyone survived till the end of the fight. No stat increases, unfortunately, though we do have some Gazer meat, about 1,000 Kira. Melmanet seems to be the only muse we've been hearing from lately. Now, there's still 2 bodyguards left in this room. I wonder if I should go ahead and fight the other 2, if that would do anything, like if that would achieve any sort of scene by clearing all of the bodyguards out of this room. But I'm going to assume not and just head over here to this event and find out what's going on in this room here. See if there's anything incriminating behind closed doors on this side. Let's see, we can hear a conversation from inside the room. It's funny that those other 2 bodyguards saw us and didn't even bother following us over here. Oh, the Shogun is here. He's on the take. There is corruption going on. Ho ho ho, the black market goods are safe. Don't worry, they're safe and sound down here. So they managed to get the black market goods from the ship into the secret basement without anyone noticing? See, apparently the Shogun has been convincing Bugyo that everything is nice and legal. Sure are. This time your cut is doubled. just up in the take. All right. It's because relic collecting takes a lot of Kira. Seems that the Shogun here has an interest in relics himself, much like some of the new gods we've met in the past. Since you can just bilk the townspeople, squeeze them some more. Shogun, even Echigoya, the smuggler of black market goods, considers the Shogun a bad man. They're just delighting in each other's evilness here. This is not anything that we need to be looking in on any longer. What's with this music? What is with the music? The commoners are going to hear about this. Oh yeah, let's bust in and let's stop this. Come on. Everyone's just standing around. Let's fight. All right, here we go. We got some bodyguards. Hopefully they're not just gazers this time. No, they're divine justices like we fought on the bridge before, but there are more than 8 of them this time. There are 9, and also Echigoya himself on the field. So we're going to start with the Aegis shield, as we traditionally do. Let's give a good old punch to Echigoya here. And some explosive photons for the divine justices, along with a leopard 2 for those justices. And we'll put the Jite from Otama on Echigoya over here, and let's see how this goes. Aegis shield, first as always, putting the O all on everyone. Let's see, it looks like Echigoya defended against Otama's attack, but not Zenith's, so he must have used a shield on his turn. Oh, I hit the combo button there, which unfortunately redirected Natsumer's explosive photons from the Justices over to Echigoya. I probably would have much rather those had just hit the Justices. Elodie blocking a lot of these attacks, but not all of them. Looks like she may or may not make it to the next round, depending on how this goes down. I think she can't block their bazooka attacks, because the bazooka is a group targeting thing. And there's our tank, the Leopard 2. Virtue just driving a tank straight into this building and just shooting up the place. Okay, Elodie, should she survive to have a turn, should use the Staff of Healing. And we'll keep on punching here, just down to one enemy here, Echigoya rather, so we can use single targeting attacks to finish things up. Let's see how this goes. Still guarding against that Juta, unfortunately. She won't be able to avenge her father with it quite like she wanted. Sniper shot dealing good damage there. Ooh, what was that, evil something or another? Well, it didn't seem to be terribly effective. And here we have the Staff of Healing from Elodie. Man, the Staff of Healing heals a lot more than the Cure spell, even on each individual target, because I was able to bring Zenith's HP nearly back up to maximum, and I don't think her Cure spell could have quite done that. Let's give him the Blizzard here from Elodie. Continue using the Punch from Zenith, Arquebus, and Arundite and Juta. All right, just run it back here. Punch dealing pretty high damage there, since it's getting down into the single digits of uses. I'm going to use the, double miss? No, it's Earth Slash now. Give it the Earth Slash from Virtue there. And he's using a Gatling gun, so okay, he's not content to simply use his shield the whole battle. He's going to be doing some attacks as well, but not enough to kill Elodie in one hit, so probably not going to be very effective for him in the long run. Let's see, I told her to cure herself, but I guess Echigoya does go before her, so if he had taken another turn, he could have finished Elodie off, but he didn't, so she gets a max HP increase, and a spirit increase, and a defense increase. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You don't see Espers getting that many ability increases that quickly too often. Agility up for Zenith, strength up for Natsumer, and nearly 4,000 Kuro, alright. But unfortunately, we won't be able to spend it at Echigoya's shop after this. Also got a high potion, and 31 MP from Uter. Not Melmane for a change. He's backing up now. Please forgive me, I was only doing what Shogun told me to do. I hardly believe that, but it looks like Elodie's going to let him be. That's alright, he's not the one after the relics, so he's not going to cause too much more harm. If Shogun is his partner, there's nothing we can do. Man, don't give up. That's all the more reason to fight harder, knowing that the top authority in the land is the one doing evil things. See, it's Ronin's duty to keep the relics out of Shogun's hands. It's his duty, yeah, so he must be a member of the Guardians, huh? Because it's the Guardians who are seeking to keep the relics away from evil people. Yeah, we know of them. Elodie's father was a Guardian. He was called the Colonel, in fact. What happened to the Colonel? Well, about that. Sorry to tell you, guy, but he's not doing so well. Well, if that's the case, let's defeat Shogun together. Yeah, it sounds like a plan to me. Gonna unfortunately be leaving Otama here, since we can only have one guest with us at a time. But, excitingly enough, we're going to be bringing Sir Ronin with us now. Going to be careful, of course, as we take the fight to Shogun. Let's check what sort of equipment we have on Ronin here. Man, look at that eye of his. Okay, he's got a Muramasa. That's a pretty potent weapon there, as well as another katana, simply called Katana. Though, as you can see, it deals significantly less damage than the Muramasa does. He's also got some Genji gloves, a kimono, a blade grasp, which is a shield we've seen in the store recently, and he has a Cure Tome himself. Okay, similar to Father, the other Guardian we've had in our party. He carries a Cure Tome with him. Let's see what Ronin has to say. Oh, he doesn't actually have anything to say, does he? Oh, no, you just have to back all the way out to the main menu. Shogun. He should be in Edo Castle's tower. Alright, so we finally have reason to go to Edo Castle, so let's head over in that direction. Yeah, so it was not that long ago that I came here to the castle. I didn't have any business here, but I was just checking things out since there are so many locations in this world to see. But now we actually have reason to be here, so I think we're going to have the chance to fight these guards. Yeah, we are. Alright. Ronin tells them not to risk their lives, but it seems that they're going to be doing their duty anyway. But similar to the bodyguards in Echigoya's dungeon, they are not what they appear to be. These are actually some stone golems that we're fighting now. Let's stick to the cross-counter plan from Zenith here. I really don't want to lower any of his other weapons until the fight actually demands it. So I probably would have been better advised to buy a new taijutsu technique for him than buy that tank for Virtue. But whatever, I was excited to see the tank and how it was interpreted in this game. Actually, these guys are made of stone, they might resist fire. Let's go for the explosive photons here, and let's go for the Arondite here. Yeah, I guess particularly since I actually found another tank in a chest in Echigoya's boat, I definitely didn't need to buy one. But whatever, I've got it, and soon I will buy a new taijutsu technique for Zenith, and then I won't feel that I have to preserve his stuff so much. Everyone immune to that attack, thanks to the O-All from Elodie. Throwing those explosive photons. They're apparently immune to the damage, but their agility was lowered anyway. Oh yeah, I decided that the explosive photons were probably electrical in nature, and if I had remembered that, I wouldn't have used them here, because it makes sense that stone does not conduct electricity as well as flesh. Let's go ahead and use Blizzard here from Elodie. That seems like a good course of action. And let's go ahead and, I don't know, Flamethrower. They probably resist fire too, don't they? But we'll give it a try. And the Rundite and the Muramasa here. Let's go. Yeah, Muramasa, powerful katana. More powerful than we've seen before. In fact, it's been a while since we've used a katana. Actually, that's not true. The Ninja Toe wasn't that long ago. Let's see, these stone golems not posing much of a threat. They didn't even deal all that much damage to Elodie, so not too worried about being able to get through this. And I don't mind at all that I chose to attack with her because she lived to do it. Blizzard there, dealing about 300 damage to each, but they're all still standing. Let's see, only 5 uses of her Staff of Healing, so I'm not going to use that this turn. Just going to keep on doing exactly what I did last round, since that seemed to be paying off pretty well. Muramasa, enough to finish off one of the stone golems. Ram attack on Elodie. Not enough to finish her off. And yeah, I shouldn't be using this Flamethrower. That's dealing very, very little damage. It seems that they do resist fire, but they are completely immune to electricity, so Flamethrowers, I guess, better than the explosive photons, but not by all that much. And that's all, 1500 Kira, and Yuder's happy with me for some reason. Can never really tell what it is that Yuder likes, but I'm happy to see her shining upon me. Alright, let's cure Elodie here. Have all of my uses of cure back, because before leaving Otama's town, I did use the inn there. And now we can finally head behind these doors and see what's back here in this next chamber of the courtyard. I saw an excavate point over here, so we'll be checking that out. I already switched to my excavate power, but before I do that, I should fight this guy. Gotta find a place to turn around so that he doesn't get the back attack on me. Just a tarantula, a wyvern, and 3 commandos, so nothing new here. Okay, I made it out of that fight pretty much unscathed to get an agility increase for Zenith. I guess it would probably be worth healing Zenith, even though I didn't take all that much damage, so I will do that. Let's cast Cure on him, and then I can finally dig up this excavation point that we were able to see from the other side of the courtyard. Better be worth it, all of this suspense. Let's see, where is it? Alright, there it is. It's kind of hard to find them sometimes. You see them on the map, but you have to be standing in a relatively small area of ground to actually activate it. Let's see, just a high potion, so that's a tad disappointing. But we get to carry on here into the next area of the castle courtyard, the outer wall, and I see another excavate point up there, so that gets me excited. Hopefully something a little bit better than a high potion this time around. Ooh, and even yet another excavate point a little bit further on. So lots of stuff to dig up here. Unfortunately, just listening to the world map music here, that's kind of the worst. Like I was talking last time about how there's not really enough music to go around in this game, but the fact that they use the actual world map music in some of the environments just completely makes that even worse. Like I would rather just be listening to the dungeon music right now, because I don't hear that every single time I go anywhere. Alright, anyway, it's not really a major complaint, and like I said, it is a portable game, so a lot of people are probably going to be listening to this, or rather going to be playing this without even listening to it. Let's see, there it is. Okay, I expected the excavate point to be closer to those rocks, but it was not. It was over here by the pond, and inside it we have a gold needle. Okay, I would rather just have a gold nugget, which is the last thing I dug up. So pretty unimpressive, the excavate points here in this castle. They must keep all of the good stuff inside. And what do we have here? Wyverns, tarantulas, and commandos once again. It seems a little bit lame to me that you fight monsters while inside the castle, when there is the Tenchu Gumi enemy in the game. Like, we fought them on the bridge and then with Echigoya. So you would think that you would just fight those guys here, but I guess if all of the fights were against that same enemy type, it would get boring pretty quickly, so I understand the want for variety. It just makes a lot less sense that they allow wyverns and things to fly around inside here. Anyway, I did get an armor vest from that battle, so let's see if that's better than any of the armor I already have. Probably not. I think that the armor vest was an equipment I was able to buy in the town of Venus, in the Megalopolis. And the dragon armor, yeah, the dragon armor is better since I was able to buy that in Racetown, which was a little bit later in the game. Let's see, go ahead and use a cure on Zenith here. He's been getting a little bit of value out of that cross counter of his, so I don't mind using that all that much in these fights. Let's see what's in here. Going deeper into the castle, here we have the Edo Castle garden. Okay. Let's see, not seeing any excavate points just yet. What about over here on the left? Wait, actually, what's the button that compresses? Okay, awesome. Okay, so there is something on the map over there. It looks like a treasure chest, so there is reason to head over to the left rather than heading straight inside. I can't tell which level it's on, though. I'm gonna have to walk over there and take a look myself. Alright, let's press select again to bring the character's HP back up. Ah, it was on the upper level. You can't tell on the map, but it's on the upper level, so I'm gonna have to go back around to get up there. Alright, let's go. Try to avoid these enemies. In fact, let's bring up the stealth, because I would rather not get in any more unnecessary battles before encountering the Shogun, since that's going to be one of the more challenging fights we've been in a while. Let's just sneak right past these guys here. Let's see, and this guy here. Yeah, the Shogun was one of the more challenging fights, as I recall, from the original game, so hopefully I'm able to handle it. Ah, I forgot to use the stealth, and the guy got me from the lower level. I can't believe it. Alright, well, we have mosquitoes, tarantulas, a gazer, and a stone golem, so this one might be a little bit difficult. We'll start with the Aegis shield here from Elodie. Continue using the cross counter from Zenith. Yeah, the cross counter is going to get value. There are so many enemies here that some of them are going to target him for sure. We'll put the explosive photons on the mosquitoes. Oh, there are 9 of those mosquitoes. Okay, and we'll use the leopard 2 on the mosquitoes also. Ronin here will fight tarantulas. Actually, we'll put him in the stone golem since it's just a single enemy. My group targeting abilities will be less effective there, and I really have no reason to go after the gazer, do I? Maybe I should, because if the gazer does decide to use Destruction Beam, that'll be a problem for me. Okay, very happy to see this Lightning Star from Polinia here to start things out. Attacking some of those mosquitoes for me. Would have been nice to see a different muse for a change, but I'm not going to complain about her appearing. Alright, so we get that gazer out of the way before he has the chance to Destruction Beam. And I'm going to hit the button to use the powered up version of Natsmer's attack. And going to do the same thing for Virtues, which means we get to see a combo with the tank. Burst Cannon! Alright, and that targeted the Stone Golem since all the mosquitoes were gone, and it looks like it wrapped him up in just a single hit. Fantastic. Okay, so we're down to just tarantulas, is that right? Wow, this has been going exceedingly well for as many enemies as there were in the fight. Thanks to its Aegis shield in large part. I just love this thing. Okay, let's go ahead and let's keep using the Aegis shield, why not? And we'll continue using the cross counter. We'll put a flamethrower on these tarantulas. Continue using the leopard too, why not? And the Muramasa, let's roll. I feel reluctant. I feel that I should be reluctant to use that leopard too, but having it on Virtue, it gets completely restored every time I use the Inn, so no reason not to use it when I want to. Ah, and there we even saw its defensive effects in effect. Alright, not going to use the combo attack to finish off these tarantulas, don't think it's necessary, and it's not. Okay, wow, Elodie's max HP continuing to go up, that's really good for me. Though she has been surpassed by Zenith, who's already in the 500s now. And I get 5,000 Kira, really nice. And Melmine shining on me like she has been frequently lately. Oh, and now I get to go see what this chest was over here. What do we have? It's empty! What a ripoff. Okay, so that chest appears to be empty. But we have one thing left to do here. Let's head on inside. See, oh wait, actually it's not the fight just yet. Okay, for some reason I was thinking that the fight would start as soon as I went in here, but we still have to explore the rest of the castle first. We've been around the outside. Now we get to see the inside and start things out. Let's untrap this chest. Let's see, map abilities. Oops, I went to rearrange there. Disarm trap. And press the Y button there. We have 17 uses of my relic abilities yet, so not running out anytime soon. Disarm the trap, and what do we have? It's empty. Why was it even trapped if it was empty? Okay, let's switch back to stealth since I'm going to be using that to get through this room, I think. No need to exert ourselves too much on all of the individual encounters here. Use the stealth, sneak by. The slime continued walking into the room as if we were still in there. Okay, is there anything in this room? I can tell that there's not on the mini-map, but I feel like walking over here just to be sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything over here. Let's see, I can't walk past that guy if he's going to stand in the door. Okay, there we go. Alright, so I want to go over to that excavate point, which means that I should go... Can I walk down here? Okay, it was hard to tell on the minimap whether there were stairs there, but there were. So we get to go over here, and I'm going to have to switch my abilities once again to get my giant's pickaxe out and dig up a treasure. Hopefully it's not empty like so many of the treasures over here. I would take a stupid gold nugget or something before another empty chest at this point. Let's see, what do we have? A Yoshiyuki. Okay, that sounds like something that Virtue would be interested in. Probably a new type of katana. Let's see if it's better than his Ninto. Let's see, Yoshiyuki. Sure enough, it is a katana, but it does not raise his agility the way the Ninto does, so it might be better to replace the flame sword with it. Let's try that. Replacing the flame sword with the Yoshiyuki will indeed increase his strength to 56 from 52, in addition to being an attack as powerful as the Arondite. So to mix things up, let's change the order of the abilities, put the Yoshiyuki on top, and we'll fight with that for a little bit since we've seen quite a lot of the Arondite already. Let's see, I should change my ability back to stealth, just to remain safe as we go forward. Stealth there, alright. I still have, what, 15 uses of this ability left? Let's see, 12 uses, okay. I was using it a little bit more rapidly than I thought I was, but that's fine. I should have plenty of relic powers left, even if I have to excavate a couple more times before I leave here. Head up these stairs. Let's see, how much longer is this dungeon? I don't remember being this large. Let's see, looks like nothing in there that I can see from here. Let's use the stealth once again, down to 10 uses of that. It's been a long time since I've actually been low on relic powers, and that's not to say that I am right now. 10 uses is still quite a lot. Alright, I'm going to have to switch over to disarm once again, but I'm going to have to do it in a room full of monsters. Ah, and the ghost saw me before I was able to re-stealth, which means I have to fight some wyverns and some phantoms. Alright, we made it through somehow. So the first time I got in that fight, it was a surprise encounter, and the enemies took out Elodie and Zenith before I even had a turn. But I got a little help from Odin and was able to redo the fight. Unfortunately, whenever that happens, it's no longer a surprise attack, so everyone was able to act the first turn, and Elodie was able to get off... Oh, I forgot that was trapped. Elodie was able to get off her Aegis shield at the top of the round, and that made things go much more smoothly. Okay, I forgot to detrap that because the battle took me a little while. Let's see, I'm going to heal people using Ronin's Cure Tome, since no reason to weigh down Elodie when I have this perfectly fine Cure Tome to heal everyone with. Outside of battle, anyway, I would rather Ronin stick to using the Muramasa in battle, since that is such a powerful weapon. Oh, didn't get the stealth off soon enough to get past this enemy, so we have some more wyverns and some more phantoms. Once again, it's a surprise attack, too. Let's hope for the best. This is something you do not see very often, which is Elodie is the only character remaining in the battle. She's been asleep for a couple of rounds. Actually, she's been asleep the entire battle. They put her to sleep the very first round of the fight because she didn't have the chance to use her Aegis shield before they could, and she's just been asleep this whole time. She's immune to Blizzard, so when they do that, it doesn't deal any damage to her. And they just keep recasting sleep. The only thing they can do that actually hurts her is Drain, but they've only chosen to actually do that one time. They used the Drain to finish off the other characters, with a little bit of help from the wyverns. Oh, she's finally awake, I can do something, good. Okay, but now that I can, I don't actually know what I want to do. Actually, I do know what I want to do. I want to use Aegis Shield to make sure that I'm immune to sleep in the future. If they decide to Drain, I'm dead either way, so let's just go ahead and use that. And she's already immune to Blizzard because of her dragon armor. So here's the sleep, that'll do nothing. Just gotta hope they don't use Drain. And I guess after this I'll switch to the Poison Fog. Since they use Blizzard themselves, maybe they're resistant to it and Poison Fog is better. I don't know, I like using Blizzard better since it's a single group of enemies. Blizzard is higher damage dealing than the all-targeting Poison Fog, so I'll just hope that they're not resistant to it. Ooh, there's the Drain, she's still alive with 64. Alright, if they keep using Blizzard and Sleep, I might get through this with Elodie as the last one standing. That would be pretty funny. Don't think that's ever actually occurred before in this game. Okay, they're still alive. Just gotta hope for the best. Alright, Blizzard, that's fine. Just keep using Blizzard and Sleep. Blizzard and Sleep, that's all I want to see. No drains. Big bucks, no whammies. Come on. That's good. That's another Blizzard. What else? Just another Blizzard. Okay, good. That means Elodie's going to get a Blizzard of her own off here. I didn't see how much damage that dealt last time, but it seemed like a good amount. Yeah, this seems like a reasonable amount of damage, and it is. I finished the fight with Elodie as the only character. I didn't need to restart with Odin's help that time. Alright, and I get 2,000 Kiro, and Ripsira, of course, rewarding me with a bunch of MP. Even Ronin went down in that fight. It's pretty funny that Elodie survived somehow. And it wasn't even because of the Aegis shield, because she never got to use it until everyone else was already dead. Alright, using the Cure Tome with Ronin. Is Ronin's spirit stat really good? It seems like it was, because that was a lot of healing. What is his spirit stat? 45. That's not like super high, but it's higher than Elodie's. Okay, actually, you know what, I'm gonna top off Virtue also, just to be safe, and Zenith. Okay, should be good there. Alright, and let's head on upstairs. I wonder if this is the final floor. If this is, then I think I probably want to save the boss for next time. Okay. It looks like there's a trapdoor on the floor there, I'll avoid that. Let's see, who's in there? There's an enemy in there with these chests. Let's see if I can... I'll stealth before I go into the room, and then he won't be able to see me. Alright, let's get these chests. Whenever you see 3 chests in the same place, it usually means relics. But no, not this time. We get Genji gloves, a body source, and missiles. Excellent. Okay, so let's start out by using that body source to increase Elodie's max HP once again. I could use it on Natsmer since she's lagging behind. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to do that. Natsmer's HP has a higher chance of increasing naturally than Elodie's does, but she needs it more right now, so I'll use that on her. The Genji gloves are, I believe, a glove armor item that also increase strength. How do they compare to Giant's gloves? Let's see. Maybe they don't increase strength, actually. I think the Giant's gloves do and the Genji gloves don't. What do they do? Protection against weapons? Okay. Let's see. Those were better than the Giant's gloves in terms of defense, though, weren't they? Yeah, I would rather have this on Elodie than the Giant's gloves. That's pretty good. And then we can give the Giant's gloves to Natsmer, I guess, since she has a use for the strength boost, sort of. Yeah, we'll give those to her. Let's give her the missiles also. The missiles... Actually, how do the missiles compare to her, their weapons? I'm assuming this is a group targeting weapon. No, it's an all targeting weapon. Fantastic. I haven't had one of those before other than Elodie's like flame, cold wave, and poison fog attacks. None of my other characters have had access to anything like this before. In fact, I should probably give that to Zenith, or so rather to Virtue, sorry. How does that compare to his Leopard 2? Once, like the Leopard 2, this gives no stat boosts to a mech who equips it, just because these like group and all targeting weapons are so good when you put them on a robot who can use them pretty much indefinitely. That's offset by the fact that they don't increase his stats. So I don't want multiple of these types of weapons on Virtue, simply because like this is the only way he gains stats, is by equipping this sort of weapon. So what do I want to do here? I think I would rather Virtue have the missiles than the Leopard 2. So let's give Virtue the missiles, and then I have this Leopard 2, so we might as well give it to Natsmer. I'll give it to her. How does it compare to the Flamethrower, for example? Yeah, it's much more powerful than the Flamethrower. It only has 3 uses left, but that's okay. I can switch back to the Flamethrower or to my other Leopard 2 once it's used up. This Leopard 2, I just spent all my money on it not that long ago, and it's already wasted away, just because the cost of equipping something or removing something from a mech is half of its uses. Alright, so we have all of those things there. Genji gloves, the body source, and the missiles. And it looks like we have another staircase, so let's head over there and go up. Got right on my tail. Okay, I managed to make it without getting in a fight though. Is this finally the top floor? No, it's not. There are more floors of this castle. Well, I guess I was told he was at the top of the tower, but for some reason I was not expecting it to take this long to get to him. Alright, well, whoa, oh no, the doors, they shut behind me, we're locked in. Alright, I guess this is where I'll have to pick up next time. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you then.